Hi Mariève, I was visiting your class today and I saw you're doing this thing called Trashketball and I'd love for you to share it. Can you tell me a little bit more about what you were doing?
Yes, of course. We were today was review, so we've been working on linear equation and function for a while now. So today was review about how can we recognize them in a word problem. What we did is we worked on a little word problem for 20 minutes, one by one, and then they make a trash out of it, and they throw the ball at me. So I'm supposed to catch them all, but I need more practice on that. Then they pick one, and 2 by 2, what they have to do is to take a grid. So I used the DBE grid, the assessment grid for word problem. So my student could be more familiar with the criteria that we're evaluating, and they have to play the teacher aid. So what they do is they look at the paper, they have the correction key here, and they have to use the grid, and to their best of their judgment, they would assess that piece of work. What is good about this activity that I did not invent, I found it on Twitter, so I think it's Mr. Orr, but he was talking about reviewing like this, and what I like is that students get to see other samples, so they will work on it and then see another sample of another student. And using the grid is also a good example. One of my students was telling me all the time, do we need to put all of the work? Do we need to put all of the work? And now that he's seen the grid, he's like, oh yes, I don't know how to evaluate somebody who only has the right answer, but not all of the steps. So I think it's a good review activity for them, for the knowledge, but also to understand really how they will be evaluated in their final exam.